On behalf of the district's teaching and learning team, we appreciate you joining us for the fourth in a series of videos exploring important information regarding the Tennessee Learning Loss Remediation and Student Acceleration Act and how it impacts your third grade child. You can access all of these videos on the FSSD website under the Student and Families tab by clicking the Student and Family Resource Dashboard.
The agenda for this video includes TCAP dates and the ELA retake test, communication about TCAP results, TCAP practice materials, a quick review of the Tennessee law regarding third grade retention, and the pathways to promotion for fourth grade. TCAP testing begins in April for all students in grades 3 through 8. On the screen, you will see that all third grade students in the FSSD will take the ELA portion of TCAP beginning on Tuesday, April 16th. There are 4 subparts of the third grade ELA TCAP test, and those will occur on 3 consecutive days, which will minimize the amount of testing time for students each day. For students who do not demonstrate proficiency on the test and are not eligible for an exemption, the third grade ELA retake test will be administered at your child's school before the last day of school. This retake test gives your child one more opportunity to demonstrate proficiency in ELA prior to the start of summer learning camp in June. We encourage families to take advantage of this additional retake test option that's available for students to be promoted to fourth grade.
Once we receive the third grade ELA TCAP results, all families will be notified by their child's school. The notification will include if your child met or exceeded expectations, which means they were proficient, did not meet expectations but met the exemption criteria, or did not meet expectations and is eligible for the third grade ELA retake test. The third grade ELA retake test will be administered at your child's school prior to the last day of school, and the results of the test will be immediately available and will be communicated individually to families.
All students will be practicing for TCAP in their classrooms during the school day in the weeks leading up to TCAP. Third grade teachers have practice tests and other materials to prepare your child for all subject area tests, including English Language Arts. These practice tests and review activities will help to prepare all students for every portion of the ELA test, including writing, literature, informational texts, vocabulary, and grammar writing convention. To help your third grader at home, we've compiled some practice materials you can use at home with your third grader. You will find passages and questions to practice. Also, please use the writing prompts since this is a large portion of a third grade ELA score. Please take advantage of these practice materials by scanning this QR code. Scan the QR code to be directed to the complete packet of TCAP practice materials.
The third grade retention law applies to every school district in Tennessee and states that third grade students will not be promoted to fourth grade unless they demonstrate proficiency in English Language Arts, ELA. There are 4 possible performance levels associated with the TCAP test: exceeded expectations, met expectations, approaching expectations, and below expectations. For the purpose of promotion to fourth grade, proficiency is based on the student achieving a performance level rating of met expectations or exceeded expectations on the ELA portion of his or her Spring 24 TCAP test. There are, however, multiple pathways to promotion provided by the Tennessee Department of Education. And the FSSD is happy to report that no third grade students were retained under this legislation last school year.
Students who score below expectations or approaching expectations on the ELA portion of the TCAP to be administered in April are identified for possible retention. However, under the law, there are several exemptions to retention, such as a parent appealing the retention decision based on spring benchmark testing results, a student having an English learner status, a reading disability or suspected reading disability, a previous retention, and others. If your child does not score met expectations or exceeded expectations on the ELA portion of the third grade TCAP test, there are several other pathways to promotion to grade 4. As we mentioned before, they include scoring on grade level on the TCAP ELA retake to be administered at the end of May, summer learning camp attendance with a 90% attendance rate and the demonstration of adequate growth on the summer learning camp post-test, participating in free tutoring during the entire 4th grade year and demonstrating adequate growth on the 4th grade TCAP ELA test. These alternate pathways can be found on the State Department of Education's website seen at the address on the screen. Additionally, your child's school will communicate with you if any of the pathways may apply to your child.
To see all 4 videos in this series on 3rd grade retention, please go to the Student and Family Resource Dashboard on the FSSD website. Here is the QR code on your screen.
We hope that this video series has been helpful to you. If you have any questions related to your child's progress in reading and ELA, we encourage you to reach out to your child's 3rd grade ELA teacher. You can also review your child's progress toward proficiency in the ELA standards listed on his or her report card. Thank you.